Welcome back to Zuluwa Consultants. In this video, we want to learn 4 reactions of an acid that you must know. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and indeed our Facebook page for this and more videos. If you find this video beneficial, do not forget to like it, to share the video, and indeed to give a comment about this video. So let's see the 4 reactions of an acid that you must know. The first reaction we want to look at is when a metal reacts with an acid. What is the product? So when a metal reacts with an acid, always a salt and hydrogen gas is produced. So we can give an example of this reaction where we are saying a metal could be sodium and it is reacting with hydrochloric acid. This will produce a salt which will be sodium chloride. So sodium chloride and hydrogen gas. The only thing you need to do now is to check if this equation is balanced or not. And for you to see if it is balanced or not, you can see that hydrogen, we have 1 here, we have 2 there. Sodium, we have 1, chlorine, we have 1, 1. So hydrogen is the one which is not balanced. If we introduce a 2 here, we are saying the chlorine now have become 2. As we can put a 2 here, the sodium have become 2, we can put a 2 here. So this is now a balanced equation of a metal reacting with an acid to produce salt and hydrogen gas. If you would like to know more on how we have managed to quickly balance this equation, we have produced a video that discusses balancing of equations. You do well to visit that video and you can gain this skill of balancing the equations. The second reaction we want to look at is when a metal oxide reacts with an acid. So when a metal oxide reacts with an acid, it always produces a salt and water. We can look at the example of this reaction. So the example of the reaction we can look at is when calcium oxide reacts with hydrochloric acid. What will be the product? The product we have said should be salt and water. So the salt will be calcium chloride. So the salt will be calcium chloride and we are going to have water. So these are the products when a metal oxide reacts with an acid. All we need to do is to check now if this reaction is balanced. You can see we have 1 calcium, 1 oxygen, 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogens, 1 chlorine, 2 chlorines. So we need to balance on hydrogen and chlorine. So when you put a 2 here, then this equation is balanced. The third reaction we can look at is when a metal hydroxide reacts with an acid. What is the product? So when a metal hydroxide reacts with an acid, we always have a salt and water. So we can look at the example of this reaction. The example could be a metal hydroxide rather. We can have sodium hydroxide plus the acid. Let's use sulfuric acid. What will be the product? We have said there should be a salt and water. So the salt will be sodium sulfate. So this is sodium sulfate, and we also have to have water. So after you have this, the only thing you need to do is to balance this equation. When you look at the sodium, here we have 2, here we have 1, so we can put a 2 here. Then you'll notice that we can also put a 2 here, then this equation is balanced. So this is what happens when a metal hydroxide reacts with an acid. We always have salt and water produced. The fourth reaction we want to look at is when a metal carbonate reacts with an acid. What is the product? So the product, the first one, will be a salt. Then we'll have carbon dioxide and water. So when a metal carbonate reacts with an acid, we have salt, carbon dioxide and water. Let's look at the example that we can have. We can have calcium carbonate. When it reacts with an acid, let's use hydrochloric acid, what will be the product there? The first product, we have said it's a salt, so a salt will come from calcium and chlorine to make calcium chloride. Then we should also have carbon dioxide, so carbon dioxide and water. The only thing we need to look at is this equation balanced? And when you put a 2 here, then this equation is balanced. So when a metal carbonate reacts with an acid, you always have a salt, carbon dioxide and water. We hope you have enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and the Facebook page for this and more videos. If you found this video enjoyable, do not forget to like it, to share it, and indeed to give us comments on how you enjoyed the video. See you next time.